So before I take off, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about Traverse Stakes Week. For those that don't know what that is, Traverse Stakes is a race that takes place, horse race that takes place at Saratoga, New York. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a minute. And all this week we've been doing different events and things, different traditions inspired or events inspired by traditions that participate during the race. For example, we had there's an event that goes on involving a canoe during the race. We actually had a canoe that the guests painted all week, and then today, race day, we put it in the lake, the center lake. We also put on the actual horse race in the community hall. We had these blow-up horses that we had people racing right before the actual horse race going on. Like literally we had everything going on except actually having a horse. I was really hoping that they would have like a horse or something special involving a horse, but sadly they did not. It's probably a good thing though. But like we also had each department from Saratoga Springs designed a canoe. They like painted a canoe and a scene, and then all this week we had them displayed for people to vote on. Ours did not win, but to be honest, a lot of the other canoes are really well done. What else did we have this week? We had horse-themed lollipops, horse-themed games, like even more so than usual. We had these beautiful hats. This was mine that I made today. It's inspired by Maleficent. It's got like black and green and purple accents all over it. But that was something fun we got to do today. We just had so much. Honestly, this has been one of the most fun weeks. I thought it was not going to be fun. I thought the guests weren't going to get into it, but a lot of people really got into it, had a great time playing all the different games. It was just so much fun. It was very jam-packed full of special events, like more so than typical. But yeah, it was just a good time. It also wasn't too busy. Definitely recommend it. From what it sounds like, we're going to be doing it every single year. We've only started doing it the last couple of years. All thanks to our manager Darrison, who is in charge of special events. So I was talking to him about all of this. Oh, also all the managers dressed up like all of them were like wearing bow ties and like suspenders, and they looked great. And like one of them wore like a little newsboy's hat. Like they were so dressed up and it was adorable. That's why they let us wear these hats. So that was like our way of like dressing up. But I'm actually kind of sad that it's over and we have to go back to normal. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm actually going to drive over and see if we can see the canoe, because I actually haven't been able to see it yet because I started after the ceremony had started. So let's go see if I can track that down. I know I'm kind of biased, but I think this resort is really pretty. During Saratoga Race Week, an American Grade 1 thoroughbred horse race is held at Saratoga Race Course in Saratoga Springs, New York. Dating back to 1864, the 1 1/4 mile Midsummer Derby for 3-year-olds is the oldest major thoroughbred race in America. Since 1961, the colors of the Travers winner have been painted on a canoe, which sits on a pond in the infield. So interesting. So the race is Midsummer Derby because it takes place in August, and it's 1 1/4 mile, which is interesting because I think that's actually the Derby Dash race that we have every Thursday. I think that's more or less how long it is. And look, guys, there's the canoe. I actually got to paint a part of it. Actually, I painted a couple of parts. I think I actually did the part that's more painted on the left. There was a lot of purple, and I painted over it with green or vice versa. I can't remember. I did that, and then I did a lot of like outlining because there were a lot of sections on it that were like, it was just a lot of color, and so I wanted to kind of outline it and give it some like dimension. But it's so cool. I wanted to paint the inside, which you can kind of see is also painted. and the end to the Traverse Stakes Midsummer Race. Here's an example of everything that we did. We had paint the canoe. Oh, I forgot about the scavenger hunt. We actually had horseshoes all over the resort that had different Disney characters on them, and they had to go and they had to find them. Then of course we have the Derby Dash. We have that every Thursday. Wind Paint Show, we have that again every Thursday, except it was themed for horses this month. We did have character greetings. Minnie and Mickey came yesterday, and then of course the canoe ceremony. Definitely had a lot going on this week, a lot of extra stuff going on. It actually feels gorgeous outside. I may actually take Kiki for a walk. That's probably due to the possible hurricane that we have coming in. But yeah, highly recommend you guys come or look into coming. If horses is something that you really are into, I definitely recommend coming around that time when the horse race is going on. And I'm sure you could even check in with the front desk and ask if we're doing something special. I'm sure we are. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because that was something I thought was really fun. I love horses, and I've never really had a whole lot of experience around horse races other than what I've seen like on movies like The Secretariat and stuff like that. So it was kind of fun to like hear about it and like be proud of it and like be passionate about it, because it's what our resort stands for, Saratoga Springs Horse Racing. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.